The idea that the Earth is flat is as old as human civilization itself. It is a concept that for millennia was taken for granted by many cultures around the world. But over time, scientific inquiry, exploration, and technology would gradually shift humanity's understanding of the Earth, leading to the eventual acceptance of a spherical model. Nevertheless, the flat Earth theory did not disappear. It would experience periodic resurgences, particularly in modern times, drawing attention in new ways. This is the story of how the flat Earth idea has evolved across time. Long before modern science, ancient civilizations developed their own explanations for the nature of the world. Many of these early cultures conceived the Earth as flat, supported by the practical experiences and observations of their daily lives. One of the earliest known references to a flat Earth comes from the ancient Mesopotamians, including the Babylonians. They imagined the Earth as a flat disk floating on a primordial sea. This cosmological view was reflected in the myths, including the Babylonian creation story, where the Earth was a flat surface and the sky was an arch that contained the gods. The ancient Egyptians, too, viewed the Earth as flat, although their understanding of the cosmos was more symbolic. The Earth was often depicted as a flat surface over which the sky stretched, often personified by the goddess Nut, who arched over the Earth, creating a flat, contained space. Ancient Greek thinkers were among the first to challenge the flat Earth model. Early philosophers like Homer and Hesiod still described a flat Earth surrounded by an infinite ocean. But in the 6th century BCE, the idea of a spherical Earth began to emerge, starting with the observations of Pythagoras, who reasoned that the Earth must be spherical because the moon and sun appeared as round disks. This was a revolutionary concept at the time. Pythagoras, the mathematician and philosopher, is often credited with one of the earliest mentions of a spherical Earth. His observations of the circular shape of the moon and sun led him to the hypothesis that the Earth, too, must be round. However, it was more a philosophical and mathematical argument than empirical evidence at the time. The ideas of Pythagoras were expanded by later Greek philosophers like Plato and Aristotle. Plato, in his work Timaeus, suggested that the Earth was a perfect sphere, reflecting his belief in ideal forms. Aristotle, in the 4th century BCE, provided more concrete evidence for the spherical Earth, observing that during lunar eclipses, the Earth's shadow cast on the moon was always round, suggesting that the Earth itself was spherical. During the Middle Ages, the idea of a flat Earth persisted in some parts of the world, even as the spherical Earth theory gained ground in Europe. By the time of the Renaissance, however, exploration and scientific advancement would prove the spherical Earth theory definitively. Contrary to popular belief, medieval scholars did not generally believe in a flat Earth. By the 5th century CE, most educated Europeans had accepted the spherical Earth model. The belief in a flat Earth was mainly confined to earlier mythologies, and even during the Middle Ages it was not the dominant view in the West. While Columbus's journey in 1492 was not about proving the Earth's roundness, it did contribute to the further confirmation of a spherical world. Columbus's determination to find a westward route to Asia was based on the understanding that the Earth was round and that sailing westward might provide a shortcut. The successful crossing of the Atlantic validated the notion that the Earth was not flat and provided additional evidence that the spherical Earth model held true. Ferdinand Magellan's expedition in the early 16th century provided even more concrete proof of a spherical Earth. Magellan's crew became the first known group to successfully sail around the world, which offered irrefutable evidence of the Earth's curvature. This journey effectively dispelled any remaining doubts about the shape of the Earth. Though the spherical Earth theory became widely accepted among scientists, the flat Earth idea never fully disappeared. Even as science advanced, the belief in a flat Earth still persists. In the 19th century, the flat Earth theory experienced a resurgence, particularly in England and the United States. A key figure in this movement was Samuel Rowbotham, a British writer and researcher who advocated for the flat Earth model in his book Zetetic Astronomy, Earth Not a Globe. Rowbottom's ideas, which were based on personal observations and interpretations of the Bible, gained a following among certain groups. His work sparked a revival of interest in flat Earth theories, and societies were formed to promote the idea. Rowbottom's theories were often rooted in a literal interpretation of religious texts and anecdotal evidence, rather than scientific reasoning. Nevertheless, his work laid the foundation for the modern flat Earth movement. In 1892, the Universal Zetetic Society was founded in the United States by Charles K. Johnson. This society became a hub for flat Earth proponents, promoting the idea that the Earth was flat and rejecting the established scientific consensus. Despite growing evidence from science and exploration, the society continued to gather followers and produce literature supporting the flat Earth hypothesis. Though the flat Earth idea was largely dismissed by the scientific community, it persisted as a curiosity and, in recent decades, has seen a resurgence, largely due to the rise of the Internet and social media. In the 1990s and 2000s, the rise of the Internet and online communities allowed flat Earth theories to spread in ways they had not been able to before. Forums, websites, and social media platforms became a space for individuals to exchange ideas, find like-minded people, and promote the flat Earth worldview. The modern flat Earth movement gained widespread attention around 2015 when social media and viral videos brought the theory to new audiences. Flat Earth conventions and conferences were organized, and some high-profile public figures began to express skepticism about the spherical Earth model. The movement found support among conspiracy theorists, anti-science activists, and others who mistrusted the scientific community. Despite this, mainstream science continues to provide overwhelming evidence that the Earth is a sphere, including satellite imagery, gravity-based calculations, and the ability to observe the Earth's curvature from high altitudes. The persistence of the flat Earth theory, despite overwhelming scientific evidence, is a fascinating phenomenon. There are several psychological, cultural, and social factors at play. Many flat Earth believers are drawn to the theory because it offers a sense of control or empowerment. The idea that the mainstream narrative is false and that a hidden truth exists is appealing to some individuals who feel alienated or distrustful of authority figures, including scientists. The theory often appeals to cognitive biases, such as confirmation bias, where people seek out information that supports their existing beliefs. The proliferation of flat Earth content on social media platforms has created an echo chamber where individuals reinforce each other's beliefs. Algorithms on platforms like YouTube and Facebook suggest videos and posts that align with the user's previous interactions, creating a self-perpetuating loop of flat Earth content. The idea of a flat Earth has come a long way since its inception in the ancient world. From its roots in early mythologies to its 19th and 20th century resurgence, the theory has evolved, shaped by cultural, religious, and scientific forces. Though the scientific community has firmly established that the Earth is a sphere, the persistence of the flat Earth idea speaks to deeper questions about human nature, belief, and the power of information in the modern age. The flat Earth movement will likely continue to challenge the scientific consensus, but with the continued progress of education, space exploration, and the dissemination of factual information, the Earth's true shape remains undeniable for the majority of humankind.